Hey gang, it's Rudder. Long time no video, I know. Work's been killing me. Turning around here. Work has been just atrocious. Plus, for those of you who don't know, I'm a single parent, so that takes a lot of my time too. You know, kid. I got a son, where he's going to college pretty soon, so I gotta set him up for that. Or we're setting him up for that. So that's been taking a lot of my time. Plus, I got some other things going on. Finishing my basement, so I haven't been putting too much time into the car. But now that I am in the garage, I did get something done today. Obviously, a video, finally. And I appreciate you guys, man, for sticking with me because it's been a long road. I think the last one I put up was why did I become a member of the Garage Gang, and that was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. So I apologize again. I haven't even watched a lot of videos or commented on videos because I've just been so busy. So I come home, you know, do the dad thing, do homework, whatever I have to do, and then you know, I find myself in bed and I'm out 2 minutes later, and I'm alarm, wake up, take a shower, rinse, wash, repeat, you know, that sort of thing. So finally I got some time to get out in the garage. But let me show you what I got too. I got some stickers. Yeah, I finally got my sticker collection going here. Thanks to guys, I appreciate it. Pack Rat, his son's building, I think it's 71 or 72 SS Camaro. He's doing the, last time I saw he's cutting up the tail panel and putting that on there. Reaper, Grim Reaper buddy, there's your sticker. Got it up, thanks a lot, appreciate it for mailing that for me. He's got a Chevelle, and looks like he's recently got out of the Army, so go check out his channel, it's Grim Reaper. And of course the Rick Fix, thanks buddy, finally got your sticker too. Got it mounted on the compressor there, as you see. Yeah, I started following Rick Fix, like I think I told you in the video, when he was doing a yellow, I think he was painting a yellow or a white Mustang, I forget. Somebody from work, he was painting his Mustang. And of course Greg's Garage, been following Greg for a while too, when he had to gear all the pieces. Now he's, I think, building a guitar and some other stuff and doing some vlogs. So I got to get on Mumble and check you guys out and, you know, talk a little bit more with you instead of being such a, you know, the video being one way. Of course, I got Buck's Wood Shop. Thanks, buddy. I really appreciate it. That's a pretty cool sticker. And of course, there's Cheater 40s, Cheater 40 sticker. So if you guys want stickers, I think I still owe a couple people, I think a sticker or two. But if you want one, just hit me up in PM, and I'll mail you a sticker, and you can have a sticker. I got plenty of them. All right, car. What have I done to the car? One thing I have done is I rebuilt the heater box, put all new foam in it. It's really not that hard of a project. It really isn't. These things are simple. I just needed I needed a heater box. Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry, Robinson. I got your stickers, buddy. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. He had a contest, as I think he said, what was his first car, and of course, you know, everybody knows it's a Mustang. Good choice. Anyway, so I think I was like, I rolled a number 7 or whatever it was, so, you know, I just said, hey, mail me whatever people don't want, you know, beggars can't be choosers. So there's the stickers he mailed me, and now they'll go in the box of Destiny there, and yeah, I'll start filling that one up too. But back to the heater box. Sorry, guys. I bought a heater box off eBay. I think I stole it from the guy, basically. I don't know what I just got lucky on the bid. But I don't know where mine is. Well, actually, I do know. I think it's in Wichita in my old house. So so somebody, if you're watching this, bought my old house, you got a 65 Mustang heater box in your attic. Anyway, I rebuilt this, put all new seals in it, and I love that because mine, I remember when I was driving around, I used to actuate the heater vent, and it would sound like, you know, like a pop can hitting another pop can, and be like, bonk. So now it's fixed. You know, all I hear is seals, which is really cool. So I'll have heat back in the car because I ran it without heat for a little bit, but now I'm too old. I need heat in my car. I don't know if I'll put AC in it or not because that's just a big mod right there. But there's the other side of the box. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to lightly sand it. I think I'm just going to shoot a coat of paint, just black paint on there, just because the dash and interior are going to be black, just to hide the thing so it kind of blends in seamlessly in the back. I'm not going to paint it gloss. It's going to be flat, just black is all it is, and I'm not doing any show finish on that one. But here's my heater core. What I am going to do, though, on the outside of this, is I picked this up at a local speed shop. Got my parts in the garage because I'm finishing my basement, so I can't have my parts in the basement anymore. What I am going to do is the heater hoses I'm going to use this piece here. I'm going to probably fill in these holes, or fill in one hole, and that'll be what you're going to see coming out. I'm going to have threaded fittings going to the engine. I think this one goes to the bypass, this one goes to the back of the heater, or I'm sorry, to the back of the manifold. At any rate, they're going to be threaded. I think what I'm going to do with this is, I know Hose Candy makes some pretty cool hose connections, so I'm going to put the hose in as far as I can inside the heater box. I may even drill out the heater box a little bit to make it fit properly. I'm going to put the hose in there, I'm going to shrink it on there, and then I'm going to put on the other side of the heater hose inside the car, because that's how that's attached, is the heater hose. If you can see it, goes right in there. The hose actually slides in there, and then you clamp it from the inside. But what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to slide the hose as far as I can on the heater core inside the heater box, clamp it, and then on this side, I think this is the passenger side, or actually this is the passenger compartment. I'm going to run a threaded fitting on this side, and on this side, this is of course the firewall. On this side, I'm going to run a threaded fitting out to the engine itself. So that's my plan with that. All right, so what have I got done in the car? I got the torque box in finally. Man, that was a pain in the ass. Talked to some people. Some people have had the luck of just sliding in, and most people said they had to split it apart. So I would suggest, if it doesn't, don't fight it. If it doesn't slide in your car without major tweaking, drill it apart. They're spot welded here. Drill it apart all the way through. That way you can split the pieces, and then put one piece here, weld it in the car, and then weld this piece in there. So both torque boxes are in. In fact, I just finished it. As you see, the mess I got going on there. So this is a fresh job. I just I ground off these pieces. I ground this off here. I still need to finish grinding underneath, and then it'll be done. I'm going to leave that like it is, because I think that's the factory how they looked. So both torque boxes are in. It's pretty solid. So I would, if I had to do it again, yes, I would. I would do the same thing. I'd put torque boxes in the car, even though it is a pain in the butt. It is well worth it, because it does tighten the car up, because these cars aren't that well reinforced. Next project is the Fox radiator. I'm going to put the Fox in the radiator in the car here, because as most of you know, I'm going with a 427 stroker, and I'm going to need all the cooling I can get. So that's going to be my next project. I'm going to notch the frame rail there and there, so the radiator will sit down a little further. I want it below the headline, because what I want to do is, I'm going to, hopefully I don't drop this thing, I'm going to cut out the core support right there, just like I said, right there. So the radiator will sit. I'm going to probably use that as a stud hole. I'll weld that and weld a stud there. Do the same thing on the other side. And I'll drill this, and then use a bolt to retain it to the core support. Resto Pros, buddy, I know yours is probably, you said yours is rusted out somewhere in one of those corners. I think it was that corner. You tell me what you want from this, because I'm going to cut out the entire core support, and I was planning on throwing it away, but if you want it, you tell me whether you want whether you want this side, whether you want the passenger side, or you want the whole damn thing. You just tell me. I will box it up and ship it to you. You just got a PME address. Tell me what side you want, and whether you want like I said, the whole thing. I'll cut it in half this way, and I'll mail you just the sides if you want, or I'll mail you the whole damn thing. So you just tell me what you want, buddy, and it's yours. After I get that done, because I think this will be an easy project. I think it'll just be a modification. Then I'm going to start. I'm going to put in the panels there, and then we'll start welding in some of these holes. And then I'm going to prime this entire thing. Either put my kitty hair on it, or I'm going to Bondo the inside. Don't know yet. So you guys tell me, what should I do? Should I just use fiberglass reinforcement on all the welds and then prime over it, or prime over and then put body filler on it? Well, you guys just let me know. I got to weld in that said torque box jack. Like I said, I just got the outside, so I need to do the inside. I won't turn on the light, but you kind of can see it. I just got to spot weld like 6 spot weld holes right there, and then weld the pan to the side of the frame, or to the side of the torque box, that side is done. This side is done. So when I have that side completely done, I'm gonna go ahead and prime the underneath of the car here, and this will be done. I'm just gonna lay some Dynamat or something equivalent to that in here. So I'm not too concerned about the way the welds look. I do have to fix the hole there from the shifter. I'm just going to I'm gonna weld all the holes up, put a piece of steel over it, and then when I put my new shifter into my new console, then I'll figure out where I need to go and drill it accordingly. But right now I'm gonna fill all that in. Once that's done, then I will Dynamat or whatever the sound deadening stuff. I'll do that the entire interior. I'm gonna probably put lizard skin up here. Right now it has the foam. I'm gonna get a one-piece headliner from I think Mustang's Unlimited or whoever sells the one-piece headliner. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put that in here, but I'm also gonna either paint it lizard skin because it's kind of tinny sounding. So I'm gonna probably put lizard skin up there, or if I can get the Dynamat to stick, I'll do that too. I am gonna remove this foam, but I will put it back up in there. So that's my plan so far. And then, of course, I'm going to fill all the holes in. I got some sheet steel. I'll just cut a little round piece and weld them in there. Or I might put some dowel in and weld it. I don't know. That's where the old steering gearbox went. The other side is where the pitman arm went. So I need to fill that in, although you can't see it. So yeah, it's starting to come together. Yeah, and then after that, after I got this part done, I pretty much have everything done to right here. I'm going to weld the subframe connectors in underneath, but what I'm going to do next is that hole is for my 5-point harness. So I'm going to put a piece of 3/8 steel over that. I'm going to weld a nut to the inside, so I'll just be able to bolt it right there. That is the frame rail, by the way, underneath the car. So I'm going to see if I'll just cut that out for the nut, weld the nut to the plate, weld the plate to the front, weld the plate to the floor pan. That's good. I'm going to do the same to the back, the hole right there, except that is no frame rail between there and there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld a nut, do the same thing. Luckily enough, my subframe connector runs right there. So I'll probably drill a hole in the subframe connector so it'll clear the nut when I go to put the subframe connector on. That way I can still drive the nut in there. But I'm going to put some thick steel here for the seatbelt retainers. That way, I mean, because that's not good. That's one of the things I did. I just drilled it out and then put nuts on the inside. That's not going to work for seatbelt, especially getting a crash. I mean, this stuff is pretty thin already. I mean, a seatbelt would rip out of there in no time. So that's what my plan is. I'll put just some steel, flat square stock, weld it with a nut on the other side, be done to help reinforce the car. I'll probably do the other underside too, sandwich a piece of 3/8 steel now that I think about it. And that way it's not dependent on the sheet steel there, but I'll probably end up sandwiching it more when I think about it. So I'll put a U-notch in the subframe connector, and then I'll weld the subframe connectors on, and then I'll be done to right here. Then I'll install the 4-link, and I'm looking forward to that. That should be a fun job. Then the body, but shoot, that's probably 6 months from now. The way I'm going, but with that said, guys, I think I'm going to roll it up right now. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. I mean, I got to get back into watching the videos because that's what you guys motivate me. And right now I'm just kind of, not watching too many videos. So I'm not too motivated. So I'm going to get back in there and I'll start commenting on videos. And I apologize if I'm going to go back as far as I can. So if you have a video that's about a month old and I comment on it now, I'm sorry, but I haven't caught up to your videos, but at least I'm commenting, and I really need to watch some videos because I miss you guys. Miss watching the progress, miss what's going on. So, with that said, keep your shine side up and see you guys later. Thanks.